This is exactly what I've been waiting for. This is exactly, I don't mean to sound like Cat Williams, but this is exactly what I've been waiting for.
Good God Almighty, good God Almighty, good God Almighty, we are free at last. Hashtag Snyder cultists are dead along with the Snyderverse. R.I.P. the Snyderverse, R.I.P. the Snyder cultist ball swallowers. R.I.P. the Snyder cultists are beta virgins. R.I.P. Snyder cultists would never get a girlfriend. R.I.P. Snyder cultists are a pimple under my beautiful cocoa buttered lotion ass cheeks. Hashtag Snyder cultists need to drive off a fucking cliff and never be seen again. Hashtag Snyder cultists need to be dusted like Black Panther, R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman in Infinity War. Hashtag Snyder cultists are the crust between my fucking toes. They need to be licked off by these hashtag Snyder cultist losers.
I can't handle this shit, bro. Fuck that shit, bro.
Hey, bro, what you doing, boy? Hey, get up where you tripping, fool? That nigga tripping, bro. What you doing? Bro, get up where you tripping.
Bro, they ain't got him on
Man, get up off of the thing, fool. Man, get up off the thing, get up, bro. Go on, fool, you tripping, bro.
What's the matter, you Snyder cultist beta virgins who will never ever see a vagina? Are you mad? Are you gonna cry? What happened to your hashtag, huh? Oh no, the hashtags are over. The hashtags are done. Why don't you hashtag this and trend this? Hashtag we Snyder cultists are jobless losers who still live in our mom's basement. I'll trend that. I'll tweet that, retweet it, quote tweet it, put it up your mom's ass all day long. I feel good. I feel tremendous. In all seriousness, though, enough with the bashing of the Snyder cultists because they are not worth my time. They literally on their knees right now begging me to stuff them with my 13-inch King Kong, but that's another story. R.I.P. the Snyderverse. You had a... how can I say this? A decent run. You started off great with Man of Steel, and then you fucked it up with BVS, Dawn of Trash, and then you fucked it up again with Warner Brothers coming in and just reworking Zack Snyder's vision. A vision, by the way, that most of the general audience did not accept. I accepted it because I understood what Zack Snyder was trying to do. Zack Snyder was trying to do something different from the MCU. Unfortunately, his taste and his ideology for these DC characters, these iconic DC characters, just did not resonate with the general audience. It resonated with me for the most part, but, you know, I am just a nerd who loves DC Comics. I do not represent the millions and billions of people in this world who go to these movies, who watch these movies on a daily basis and love these movies like they love the MCU. Warner Brothers tried to capture the lightning in the bottle that Kevin Feige did with the MCU, but, you know, they got struck by lightning instead. So, at the end of the day, I appreciate what Zack Snyder did. I will always cherish and love Man of Steel. I love Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love Batfleck. Thank you, Zack Snyder, for giving me Batfleck, the best Batman of all time. I still think Ben Affleck was underappreciated. He really didn't get his just due, much like Henry Cavill didn't get his just due, because for some stupid reason, Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers decided to kill Henry Cavill off in his second movie, which really didn't pay off, especially when you have a 4-hour fucking Justice League movie where Henry Cavill's Superman, the leader of the team, is in it for like, 15 minutes? So that creative decision did not make any sense to me at all, but whatever, sour grapes, it's all in the past now. What matters is James Gunn, Peter Safran, and David Zaslav do not replicate the same mistakes that Zack Snyder and Warner Brothers made. And I have a feeling, a very, very good feeling, that James Gunn, Peter Safran, David Zaslav, and everybody in that creative office are going to give us something magical, something that inspires hope in us, something that makes us want to go back to the movies again and root for these characters. Bring us the hope, the majesty, why we fell in love with these characters in the first place. Characters like Barry Allen, Wally West, Wonder Woman, Aquaman. I'm very interested to see what kind of Aquaman we get now that Jason Momoa will be Lobo. Fuck yeah, super excited about that. And of course, you know, David Cornsweet as Superman. I'm excited to see Superman back. We haven't had a great Superman film that everyone went out to the theater and supported. No more movies, no more DC films that split the DC fandom down the middle like Zack Snyder's DC movies did. And you can fucking get on your knees and gag on Zack Snyder's cock all day long, but the fact of the matter is, we didn't all come together and really praise Zack Snyder's movies like we were hoping to. But that's just the sad reality that we're living in now. But I will always admire what Zack Snyder tried to do. And now Zack Snyder is very happy with his Netflix, with Rebel Moon, and I hope that works out well. And James Gunn, I'm rooting for James Gunn because now he is the captain of the plane. He's flying this bitch, and I hope he doesn't crash and burn, because if he does, then it's game over. I'm afraid that if James Gunn does indeed fail, which I don't think he will, the DC brand will be put on ice like fucking Steve Rogers and Captain America for God knows how long, and I don't want that. I do not want that, and I hope that day never comes, because the day that DC movies are put on hold, that's gonna be a very, very sad day for me. So let's try to avoid that at all costs. But again, Man of Steel, BVS, Wonder Woman, Shazam, Blue Beetle, Suicide Squad, The Suicide Squad, Justice League, Zack Snyder's Justice League, the Shazam sequels, The Flash, you all served a purpose, and some of you were hits, some of you were not, but at the end of the day, thank you to the DCEU for giving us, some pleasure. And like I said, Man of Steel brought me back into reading DC Comics, so I will always have a special place in my heart for that film and for the DCEU, and Aquaman as well. I love Aquaman. But yeah, that's going to be it. Hit like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Discord, TikTok, your sisters, hashtags, let me know in the comments down below. What do you think of the DCU overall, its impact, whether it's positive or negative? It's unfortunate that it didn't really... It's unfortunate it didn't catch that Marvel lightning where just like everything they were putting out was just gold. Now we have a chance to not only catch up to Marvel, but to overtake Marvel in terms of popularity and making quality great movies. Can James Gunn do it? I certainly hope so. Love you all. Stay safe. Truth. Oh, by the way, go fuck yourself, Snyder cultists, you losers. You suck. You lost. Bye-bye. Out. She.